What's up, guys? Tim Little. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin. As you can see, we're not in Tennessee anymore. Today's video, going out fishing, doing some spring bass fishing. Should be a good one. Let's go. All right, so I've never been here before. Just put the boat in the water. This is the first time here. I got everything from an 8-inch mag draft to a glide bait, to chatterbait, a 6-inch Senko, a swim jig, an underspin, a frog, a chatterbait, a punch rod, a shaky head. I have everything tied on. So we're gonna go see if we can find them here, see if there's bass in this lake. Let's find out. All right, guys, first look, lots of grass. So it's important, and this lake is not mapped, at least on the Lake Master chip. So kind of a blank canvas, but I can see a lot of grass. Started out here with some visible targets, some reeds and cattails, some dollar pads and stuff. But it's important when you're fishing a new lake you've never been to, you don't have any information on, any insight, to just move quickly, trust your gut. So I wanted to start off with some visible targets, you know, see kind of the depth. Got over here, this is about 2.5 foot. There's grass everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see this right here. So we're in like 2.5 foot, there's grass on the surface, there's some cattails, some reeds and stuff. But we're gonna keep moving. There are some docks on this lake, so I'm gonna go look for some deeper water, maybe some transition stuff near docks, maybe some channels or something. But I wanted to start off with some visible targets to cast to. You know, I threw a top water, had to throw a frog, right? It is a little cool this morning, a little chilly. Got the hoodie, put the hoodie back on. But hopefully as this afternoon warms up, we'll put these puzzle pieces together. But it's important when you're fishing a new fishery to keep moving. Don't fish slow. Don't put the brakes on too soon, because you want to see a lot of the lake. You want to see a lot of what there is to offer, right? So we're gonna keep moving, keep running and gunning, and see what we can find out. All right, on the board with the glide. Nice one. Smoke the waiver. Thanks, dude. Guys, it's been a grind. I'm gonna cut out most of the last couple hours. It's been about 3 hours. I've tried deep, I've tried shallow, I've tried docks. Finally decided just to pick up the glide and the big swim bait and see if I can get a big bite. I don't know, that was maybe my 8th or 9th cast with it in this little canal. But maybe we're onto something. Again, it's been a grind, but first fish of the day. Missed that one too. What the heck? That one T-boned it. Getting a lot of action on the glide bait. Sun's finally popping up, so maybe that's our key. But what we got here is a channel, basically a funnel at choke point, and a hard wall right here, and that's where I caught that big one off, right on that transition. These fish seem to be using this wall. I'm gonna go down here, I'll fish that wall, turn around, come back through and see if we can pick up another big one. All right guys, we're gonna make a little adjustment. I think we're just gonna go cover some water, fish through that stretch, that little area I was talking about earlier. Nothing, didn't see much even on the live. Those fish vacated that area, probably because I was sitting over the top of them. But just gonna go run and gun and see if we can put a limit together. Alrighty, nice one on the power shot, flipping that grass. That guy ate the little missile worm. Dude, you got this choked. Come here. Thanks, dude. There's just so much grass around, it makes it really hard to throw the swim baits and stuff. Been throwing the weedless underspin, but started just flipping around this 6-inch worm. Got a nice little guy. Keep going. Another nice one. Thanks, dude. Finally starting to put something together. 2 nice fish, 1 decent fish. Just out here on this grass flat, just kind of flipping the edges of the grass. You know, I tried going to the docks, I tried fishing offshore grass lines. You know, that's the importance of staying moving, never giving up, and just grinding it out. I probably went 3 hours or so before I got that first big bite. But we're putting together a nice bag. Just need a couple more. Got the sun setting a little bit, so maybe we can get some on top water or something. But for now, I'm gonna keep fishing this flat and flipping that power shot around, because that seems to be the key. Can't get them on anything else, so we'll stick to that that missile, that 6-inch. Where's that guy at? PB&J. So it's nice when you start figuring things out. Sucks when it's towards the end of the day, because you feel like you would have had a lot more time to do this. But you know, that's why it's tough, especially when you've never been to a lake before, you never heard anything about the lake before. But putting it together, see if we can get a couple more. So what we got, guys, huge grass flat, miles, eel grass, and about every 100 yards, 200 yards, you'll see a little bit of an opening, like a hard bottom, and just basically flipping that drop shot in there, shaking it. So far, the last couple that I found have had fish on them, so that's kind of the pattern we're running, looking for those hard spots out here on this giant grass flat. What's up, dude? Another one on the old drop shot. Thanks, bud. Getting there, guys. What a grinder. I'd love to be throwing a glide bait or a big swim bait, but these fish, let me show you guys. These fish are, look at this. Just gotta fish it super slow. I mean, look. Eelgrass, eelgrass, eelgrass. As you're just hopping that bait through, all of a sudden it'll dunk, stop. So let's see if we can get one more. If not, it is what it is, but that's the downside of going to a fishery you've never been to before, right? You're trying to put all the pieces together as fast as you can, and then when you finally start putting the pieces together, you're like, man, I wish I would have had all these pieces to start the day, because I could have made a lot better puzzle. All right, let's try and get number 5. Oh, he came off. That was number 5. Oh, got me all wrapped up. That was another like 4.5 pounder. Time for a new worm. Dang it. Well, guys, we figured out the pattern, right? Slow worming in the eelgrass. I like throwing the power shot because I can fish it weedless. I'm using that owner, that Cover Shot HD, so it's weedless. About a 10-12 inch leader, but I can fish it through that grass, and that's the first one I lost today. But normally you get a nice good hook into them. Dang it. All right, that was number 5. Let's keep going. Well, that was number 6. Sure, I go and talk about how awesome a setup is, and I go and lose the next 2, but normally you don't lose them. It's got a nice little keeper on there. I won't even pull the hook through. All right, that was number 6. Oh, there it is, guys. There's number 5. Nice one. Again, on that power shot. Thanks, bud. Whew. What a day. What a grinder. Yeah, we got it done. So that was number 5. Missed 6 and 7. Took me forever to figure this out. As you can see, just vast grass. There are docks. I went in, fished some of the canals with dog. I mean, I'll walk you through the process. My thought process was to run around, kind of see the lake, part of the lake. The lake's fairly large. Water temp was low 60s. So low 60s, lots of grass. Figure these fish they're gonna be up shallow, right? Started shoreline throwing a chatterbait, missed 2. I'm not familiar with I don't know if there's tilapia in here. I don't know what's in here. So I missed 2. I don't know if they're bass or not, but ran that shoreline. And then, like I said earlier, this lake is not mapped, so it's hard to see anything, right, besides channels and the base map. So I couldn't see any breaks. I don't know if there are any breaks, but basically idled across until I saw the grass end. Then I started side imaging. Then I started fishing the grass, the edge of the grass, throwing a chatterbait, throwing a swim jig, 6-inch Senko, tried flipping a little bit. And then, like I said earlier, you don't want to fish too slow, because at least how my mind worked, I'm always thinking about the next spot or what I might be missing. So then I went in, started fishing docks, a lot more grass in there, and couldn't throw the waver, couldn't throw the swim bait. I threw a, where's it at? This guy right here. I got you all closed up in the day box. This guy right here, swammer on a flashy swimmer. It's weedless. I could cover a lot of water, and still nothing. Didn't even see any bass up shallow. Didn't see hardly any life. And then fast forward, I went into that big channel and was throwing the glide bait, and it'd been like 3 hours since I launched, and I got that first big bite. That fish was 5+. Really cool to catch it on the glide, catch it on the S waver. And then I spent another, I don't know, probably hour, 45 minutes or so in there trying to get one on the mag draft, trying to commit to the big bait, and just kind of seemed like it was a fluke, that was the one and done. Then I went back offshore, side imaged, tried to find the grass line. I waypointed the grass line, I fished all of it, and I said, you know what? I got about 2 hours before it gets dark. I'm gonna go back into that shallow grass where I idled across, and I'll just fish. So I dropped the trolling motor, started fishing, and as you can see out here, you can see this eelgrass is about an inch or two off of up above the water. You can see it. Well, then you can look across and you can see where there's not eelgrass. So I'm just fan casting to those spots. Either the eelgrass is deeper, or it's a deeper hole, or it's hard bottom, and that seems to be what these fish are sitting in. And I don't know if it's a low light thing, you know, maybe high noon, maybe these fish weren't here, but with the low light, you look out and you fan cast to these deeper holes, deeper spots. That's where I was catching those fish. And again, went to work with that power shot. It's a drop shot. I call it a power shot because I'm throwing a braid to a 15-pound leader. That way I can get these fish out of the grass. You know, you catch a big one in the grass, you're gonna have a hard time getting them out. So again, that's that Cover Shot HD. It's a sticky sharp hook. And again, I tied on my tungsten leader because I don't want to lose that in the grass. And then today's all-star was this guy. Well, not all-star, saving grace. The all-star was the glide bait, but yeah, deep breath. It feels good to finally put that that piece together. Quality fish. I'm sure you could come out here, same type of thing, and throw like a horny toad or some kind of weedless topwater and try and pick up a bigger bite. But all in all, a grinder of a day, great day. Thanks for coming along. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, stoked to get that one done for you guys because it was a grinder of a day. But fishing is not always just smashing, right? You're not always going out and just gonna have a slugfest. You just gotta slowly put those pieces together, listen to what those fish are telling you, and go with it. Once you go with your gut, once you start putting those pieces together. Guys, as always, like I said, I appreciate the support. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys on the next video.